Yeah, so we're gonna reach on this topic today. Welcome to Plan Doers, of course, your wealthier plan. And the topic I want to discuss about today is how to escape a 9 to 5. So I'm trying to reassure my viewers, give y'all some confidence, and the right, systems will get you to the right place. Right investments and strategies that you need to implement your life. So if you right now you're currently working at a workplace, don't doubt yourself. It's because you haven't been educated, accordingly to the right stance. What I'm gonna share with you is that, to reach the point that you need to know is that, like, majority of times we're lied to. Like, even with savings account, the banks, systems that they use, they don't really implement a right strategy for you to save money, to keep money. Exactly. You need money. You need some richer securities in your lifetime. A lot of times we step in a job, and we step into these companies, but they don't really benefit us. They just enslaving us. So we work hard, but our cash money is fleeing away. That's why, like, you understand about the first coin that was minted is a first American coin. It's called fuel cent. If you look at history back then, they used to study about Egyptians, the Egyptians back ancient times. And that's when they learned about the sundial. If you understand, the sundial is all about the shadows, the shadows and how it correlated the sun and shadow, that there's a master and there's a fool, in this world, and it's the light and the darkness, the truth, the light always come, the truth always come to light, to be exact. So about this, about when it comes to wealth is the measures of calculating right. You got to calculate your expense. You got to calculate these times that you spend and where you place your energy, to be exact. So when it comes to the fuel cent, the concept, it was designed by Abel Buell, and the Caucasians, of course, they cited him as a slave, but he's African American. This is way back then. You gotta think about when that first design became made. It was the first exact one, right? And it had Fugio on it, but Fugio is not discovered yet until you look into the meaning. And in the meaning, when you discover it, it means I flee. Fugio means I flee, but it's in Latin, So that whole meaning means that time flee. Hey, time is not gonna wait for nobody. Don't wait for no man, don't wait for no woman. Time is gonna pass us, right? So we need a right system. We need to incorporate the right system. What the rich do know, they know that with the right system, they'll create them in a duration of time, more wealth. So they're preserving time. All those, a lot of people, they pretend, pretend to be happy, pretending this and that. But the real wealth is desire, is restraining this desire. It's like, okay, I don't want to spend my money here. I don't want to spend my money there because I know at the end I'm gonna be poor. So now that's why, calculating your expense, calculating where you spend your energy, calculating where you spend your time at, it really matters at the end. It's like your time and values. You're more valuable, and when you know your worth and you actually have a vision of where you're going, then you'll start to take accountability, in the measures of time and measures of where you're going. So that's why, how to escape the 9 to 5, you got to know the right system. That's what the rich do know. They know the systems, and they manage your money. They shift actually from being passive, because hey, down the road you're gonna make mistakes. So we're more passive with the behavior that we have when it comes to money. So that's why we're more driven emotionally to places, because hey, we got it on us. But when you're not aware of this, when you don't have awareness, your money is gonna compile. It's gonna work in a better way. It's gonna work to where there's a gratification. You want to get to that point in your life, like, okay, I got money that's being collectively, there's security behind it. That's why, you can have multiple accounts and be like, okay, knowing that you're not gonna have awareness there because hey, the brain, it forgets anyways. It forgets. Okay, it might have this. You might have this possession, or you might have some abundant possession, but you might just be like, okay, you're not even thinking about this. You bought the PS5 or PS whatever, PS 20 now, and it came out, and it's just laying around the house. It's the same way as money. You gotta treat it the same. You gotta treat it as the same way. Not meaning that you gotta treat it in the same way, but you gotta care about your expenses. You gotta care about your money. So when you have not the awareness of it, hey, guess what? It's gonna accumulate. This is how money grows. And when you accumulating this money and you don't have the awareness, hey, the rich know that, like, okay, they have an account. It's not saving it into their bank accounts, because that's not gonna work for them no longer. They know paying themselves first and not letting the government take their money or take accountability for it, take control of their life. Basically, they know that they could just invest their money into the right places. And the majority of the times, right places, what the rich do know is that they know of these appreciating assets. They know that there's certain people in this world that appreciate, that actually appreciate, the work environment, appreciate where they're working. It might be hard labor, but they still getting the job done. Why not? Why not invest into those people? Why not use your hard-earned money? Hey, you got to get it somehow. You can't play like, you can't play like yourself for like a fool. You know what I'm saying? So you got to invest right. You know what I'm saying? Right places. It doesn't mean somebody else is a fool. It just mean they're not aware of, hey, investing their money in the right places. So you want to know that your thoughts are energy. So you want to put your money into the right places, and then you want to be content. You want to have a strong mindset. Be like, okay, I know I can live without this. I can live without that. I can live without this. And one of the reasons why people become wealthy is because there's an establishment, and there's this quote. I mean, it's this quote in Proverbs. It says a fool and his money soon parts. A fool. Let me say it again. Proverbs. A fool and his money soon parts. So what does that mean? That means like, hey, energy. Money is energy. So energy soon parts. So what does that tell you? That means that money is energy. It's all about how you calculate everything. This time, the time of life. So if you learn early, if you get the right education, think about it. A lot of this education we get, it's not taught in school how to make money, how to money management, how to learn about this or learn how to strategize about money. There's not a lot of formulas that's there. So you got to create your own formula, and what you set your mind to. That's exactly what it is. It's how you set your mind and what you set your mind to that's gonna tell you and predict how your future is gonna be. Because if you know where you're going, if you set your mind onto knowing that you could live like this, okay, I can live without this, live without that. Hey, your expenses, they're gonna stay at the lowest. You know what I'm saying? Your living expenses are gonna stay low, and that's how you want to live. You want to be like, okay, gradually know that you can put money away and be like, hey, it's there, it's security because it's emergency purpose. Majority of the time, that's how the rich live. They're scared, they're worried, they're in fear. They be like, okay, and that's okay to have worries, have these type of feelings, because who wants to live with those feelings? Who want to be catering to? Who want to feel always worried? But when you have like all this money compiling up, you have it set aside for yourself, then hey, you're not catering to those feelings. So, Sam, what you think about the knowledge so far that I shared? We always share ideas. What do you feel like when it comes to 9 to 5 problems that people may have and that we didn't account?
Well, I'm gonna say, you said it all, but what I must say, to conclude it is like, you gotta be responsible too.
Yeah.
You know, be yourself. You know what I mean? Also, you know, I always say, responsible, be yourself, and you know, know the process, the journey you wanna go through. You know what I mean? And you know, through that, with God, dedication, you know, you're gonna get there. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, that's what a little thing. You know, I can say to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. You know, one thing I can say is that throughout time, if you don't even know, like, really, when it comes to a lot of stuff, like in this lifetime, you creating your own life. You know, you create your own lifestyle. So at the end, you gotta always be like, damn, you gotta pick up where you left at. You gotta be like, I'm gonna go get the tools. I'm gonna go get the resources. You gotta be the person to do that for yourself. Like nobody else could enforce this on you. You know what I'm saying? They can't they can't critique this in your life. So you gotta be like, you gotta tell yourself to be the one to be like, okay, I know in this area I'm lacking because our brain, it lacks of certain securities. Our brain has poor securities and our brain has richer securities. A lot of people, they know about this. A lot of rich people know about this because they be like, damn, okay, why do I feel this way? So they'll be like, okay, they'll go get counsel. Sometimes you need that counsel to put you in the right direction. Be like, okay, this is where you're lacking. And now you're gonna resolve it. You're gonna resolve that problem, and it's gonna make a bigger impact on your life. Not only your life, but you could share that with somebody else that don't know. And then now you're getting the abundance in your life. Now you're getting the happiness. Now you're getting the wealth. Now everything is transparent to how you want your life to be. And so, I appreciate anybody coming through. Hit the like, subscribe if you want. Comment if you got any feedbacks. I'm up for suggestions. Next video topic. If you want me to present myself and talk more on certain topics and stuff like that, but don't be afraid to share. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Signing off. So.